Question: would you camp outside a supermarket for hours on end for a water tumbler just because it went viral on TikTok? Well, that's the current state of society that we're in right now, and it's only seemed to have gotten worse. All for the sake of another average cup on the market that can pretty much just hold some fluid. Fascinating, am I right? This past month, a limited edition stainless steel Stanley Tumbler Cup has been causing mayhem at Target stores across the US, as buyers are rushing to get the cup, standing in long lines for hours on end, and even getting into tantrums and fights over this cup.
You loser.
Get him! Stupid! Get him! Get him! Stop him!
It's okay.
This dude tried to cut the line for the Starbucks at Target Stanley Cup, but we were not having it.
No, and then you tried to protect me. So I got over here because I didn't want to
You have to get to the end of the line.
There was no line.
There is a line.
You were in a circle over here.
Because we already knew our place.
But it doesn't matter.
It does matter.
Can somebody call the police?
Chaos over the Stanley Cup first erupted at Target stores across the US as limited edition stainless Stanley Cups on December 31st as part of Target's Galentine's collection. The Cosmo Pink and Target Red tumbler cups were quick to sell out, experiencing a high demand both online and in brick-and-mortar stores. All throughout videos on TikTok, you can see videos showcasing a crowd enthusiastically snatching these cups from Target display shelves, people acting as if it was Black Friday or something, standing in these long lines, camping out, getting prepared the night before, and just hoarding inside the stores as soon as they opened the doors. It was just embarrassing to see as a society.
You guys are limit 2 for guests.
This video has accumulated over 20 million views, and the hashtag Stanley Tumbler has garnered over 1 billion views now. With a history spanning over a century, the Stanley brand has achieved significant success with its steel vacuum insulated water bottles, particularly on TikTok. The videos showcasing these tumblers have left viewers perplexed to say the least. All over the comments, people reflect their confusion, with someone questioning, am I missing something? Is it everyone's goal to collect as many colors as you can? Or what happens with the other cups you have? Do they just retire every time you get a new cup? And yeah, people are out here also trying to get their hands on every single color of these cups. You can tell they're all doing it for the hype and the trend, which is just sad honestly, because not only are you wasting your money, but it's like you're also wasting these cups, because let's be honest, do we actually think this one person is going to be using every single color of this cup? It's just not pragmatic. Since 2016, Stanley's 40-ounce quencher tumblers have been part of the product lineup, but they didn't immediately gain widespread attention. The brand was predominantly recognized for its iconic green water bottle. However, in 2022, Stanley revamped the quencher bottle, introducing it in various colors. The tumblers gained significant popularity on TikTok last year with the emergence of hashtag #WaterTalk, where creators showcased themselves creating flavored water mixes in these sizable Stanley cups. Something else that also helped was a situation back in November. Back in November, Stanley attracted widespread notice when a woman showed a video demonstrating that her Stanley Cup not only survived her car catching on fire, but also retained the ice inside of it. The video ended up garnering over 92 million views, and this was followed by the global president of Stanley responding to the girl in the video on the brand's TikTok account, saying that they're not only going to send her more Stanley Cups because of the situation, but that they were even going to replace her car. And that's probably because her video ended up going viral and probably made people see Stanley in a much higher status.
Fire yesterday. Still has ice in.
Hey Danielle, my name is Terrence Riley. I'm the president of Stanley. And we've all seen your video. Wow, what an ordeal. And we're all really glad you're safe. Thanks for sharing the video because, wow, it really shows how our Stanleys are built for life. Because what it went through with you, I couldn't think of a better example of our product's quality. But anyway, we're glad you're safe. I've seen a lot of comments that we should send you some Stanleys. Well, we're gonna send you some Stanleys. But there's one more thing. We've never done this before, and we'll probably never do it again, but we'd love to replace your vehicle. Yeah, all of us at Stanley, we'd really like to replace your vehicle. So check your DMs for details. Thanks, be safe. Cheers.
You can imagine how much this act of kindness from the company's president, and also the ability of the Stanley Cup to survive a car fire, though it's not an ideal case, would make people prone to being a supporter of Stanley and really believing in the brand because of this situation. Unfortunately, through the rise of Stanley Cups, there's even been cases of bullying, and I'm talking cases like a 9-year-old girl being bullied over having a quote-unquote fake Stanley Cup. Yes, this is the level of dystopia we have hit in modern-day society, you guys. Last week, a mom took to TikTok to speak out, confessing that her 9-year-old daughter had been bullied over her cup that she brought to school because it wasn't an actual Stanley Cup. In the video, the mother Dana elaborates on her decision to choose a more budget-friendly version of the Stanley Cup as a Christmas gift for her daughter. Instead, Dana opted for a Walmart cup, which comes at a significantly more affordable price at around $10. Her daughter had noticed it and found it cute, but unfortunately, she was bullied for it.
This is the cup that we got our daughter for Christmas. This is not a Stanley. This is a $9.98 Walmart cup that she said she thought was cute. She is 9 years old. On the second day back to school after Christmas break, she comes home. She's not crying. She's just upset. The girls, all the other girls in her grade, I'm not saying all, maybe she said 9, 10 of them, all got Stanleys for Christmas, and they made sure to let her know that this is not a real Stanley, that this is fake and it's not as cool. So she comes home, she's upset, she asks if she can have a real Stanley. Do I think that a 9-year-old needs a Stanley? No. Do I have one? Yes, I have one. I don't have 50 Stanleys in all different colors. I'm not going to Target and fighting other women or moms to try and get the new Valentine's Day. If you're a mom, if you're a parent, and you can do something to keep your child from getting made fun of, to help fit in, you're gonna do it. So we went and bought her a 30-ounce Stanley. In our area, at our local Ace Hardware, these are $35. Can we afford to buy her a Stanley? Yes. Did I think that she needed one? No. Apparently I've been proven wrong by the children in our school that are making fun of her for not having a real name brand Stanley. But this doesn't start with the kid. This starts with us. This starts with parents, with mom. What are we teaching our kids? You better believe that if our 9-year-old daughter came home and somehow we found out that she made fun of another girl at school for not having something name brand, whether it's a Stanley, Lululemon, Uggs, I don't care what it is, we would be calling the family, we would be making her write a note to apologize, we would make her apologize in person, because I am not going to, if my daughter asks for something to help fit in with the kids at school and she feels cool and it's something that she really wants and I can do that for her, I'm going to. But we have got to teach our kids to not make other kids feel inferior for not having the things that they have.
Anyways, guys, I definitely want to know your take on this whole Stanley Cup epidemic. It seems to only have gotten worse as the days have gone by, but I definitely want to know your thoughts in the comments down below. Do you think Stanley Cups are just a part of another viral TikTok trend, and do you think that the hype is eventually going to die down? Definitely let me know what you think in the comments down below. I love you guys so much, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.